is DDS. We are your hosts, Blake Melton and Bradley Newberry. It's raining outside.
It's all right. It could be raining an AFC South division title for a local team here in Middle Tennessee this week.
Yeah, it's very true. We need some stuff to happen, though. I mean, it's not like it's an easy road ahead of us, for sure.
Yeah, but they're starting to get some players back. They got a big one back last Thursday night when I predicted that the Titans would lose and send everyone home with a horrible Christmas gift, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown was back in a big way last Thursday.
And what did Daddy say? Daddy said, hey, if A.J. plays all four quarters, they win. They have a chance to win. And he played all four quarters.
But
he
needed to. Why did the Titans do this little thing in the first and second quarter where they act like they're inept, that they don't know what's going on?
It's who they are.
No offensive plan.
Man, I don't have a great...
he had to play four quarter or it would have been doomsday.
I mean, the defense just it keeps doing its thing. It's just they don't win pretty ever against these kinds of teams. It's just who they are. They're a gritty, they'll grind it out kind of team. They're going to play good defense. They try to run the ball a lot, but it only really is successful if they're able to throw the ball to some of their playmakers like A.J. Brown. So the fact that he was there and he was in for all four quarters, it tremendously helped them down the stretch. So, and we even had the corpse of Julio Jones in there for most of the game too.
Nothing, but no turnovers.
You
didn't give San Fran that little quick turnaround, easy chip shot, field goal, touchdown type drive.
You're right. I mean, and winning the turnover battle is something that Tennessee, because of their identity, they have to do that. I mean, they don't have, particularly with Derrick Henry not in the game, they don't have the kind of offense that they can really kind of be a team to play from behind. So, I mean, in that game, I mean, you look at it, I mean, they didn't gain a lot of yards from scrimmage. They really didn't. 278 yards from scrimmage, 188 passing yards, 90 on the ground.
I think they had like less than 40 yards at halftime.
Oh, the first half was one of the worst halves of football I have ever seen. But whatever happened at halftime, it fixed it. But I'll be honest with you, I mean, the play calling in the first half was terrible. I'm not blaming it all on play calling. There were a few times that Tannehill just held the ball way too long. It's like he's like, all right, I'm about to get hit, and he just kind of stood there. But for the most part, first half, I was like, man, this game's not even going to be close. But
what I was hoping happened was A.J. Brown standing up in the locker room saying, guys, why did I dress out for this?
Well, that was my thing.
Please use me. I'm here. I'm available. And that's what they did in the second half.
Why was it that all of a sudden we were running the Urban Meyer offense in the first half? We were running these little 5-yard around the line of scrimmage. We never threw anything down the field.
I did see a gentleman in a mask on the Titans sideline.
Oh, yeah?
Was he there?
Oh, jeez.
Was he in Nashville?
I doubt it.
Parker's invited him to many bars.
Yeah, well.
So look out.
Yeah, if he's in Nashville, he's probably at a bachelorette party giving lap dances or something.
He is scoring more at the parties than he did on offense with the Jags.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, Titans, they win the turnover battle. You know, defense forces 2 interceptions. Big deal there. But Ryan Tannehill was as efficient as he needed to be, 22 of 29, 209 with 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
Key, that's huge.
I mean, A.J. Brown, I don't know if you saw the play. He had a pass play, and it was kind of I scratched my head. I was like, what are we doing? It was a fake.
He almost threw a pick.
That was what I'm saying.
He actually did well throwing it down in a way. If he would have just thrown it straight at him, it would have been easy pick.
It was one of those that if he was going to throw it, he had to throw it right when he got it. But, dude, did A.J. not have a hose on him? Dude, he flung that ball. But, dude, it was horrible. It was almost a bad situation.
Play calling. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I continue to question Downing's play calling ability, and I'm trying not to judge too much until he has all of his pieces to play with, but still at some point that can't be the excuse for the whole year. So,
but you did it. You got the win before Christmas, sent everyone home happy. The crowd was loud as hell.
Dude,
man.
was it not?
I was like, whoa.
Man, Nashville showed up.
And the Titans gave them nothing to be loud about in the first half, but they still were. Kudos to the fans.
It was like they willed them back into it.
Jeez.
And the players really responded, particularly AJ Brown. It got to a point in the third quarter, it was like, we're just going to throw the ball to AJ Brown every time.
Do it. Make them stop it.
Until they stop me, I'm not going to stop doing that. And I think that was probably the right call. But anyways, 20 points in the second half. Got it done.
I mean, that puts them in a great spot here this week. They have the Miami Dolphins coming into town here.
Yeah.
In Tennessee, the Dolphins are coming off a short week. They just played last Monday night in New Orleans against In Book.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dolphins, you're not playing In Book this week.
Yeah, what's a In Book?
I mean, that's a
that was weird, man.
Quarterback from the Saints.
COVID is decimating the NFL right now. I mean, it is.
Is it though, or is it the protocols that are throwing it all?
I think yes. Specifically, it's the protocols.
They're gonna fix that a little bit.
I keep playing with this, so I'm gonna.
I think the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, they're all changing their protocols now. It'll get more aligned here. They can't afford to have half a team missing when it comes in 2 weeks with the playoffs.
I mean, dude, what happens if one of these? What happens if the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if Tom Brady and his backup and his offensive line all get it?
I know.
I mean, but the thing is like you said, they don't even have to get it. It's like the only thing that has to happen is that they have to be within
5 miles.
Exactly. They have to be within an arm's reach of
If Tom Brady goes out, guess who's stepping in? Potentially the next coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Byron Leftwich, out of retirement, will lead Tampa Bay.
You heard it here first. Bring back Byron.
That was months ago, folks.
Just saying. Go back and check that out.
So let's
stay on topic.
We'll touch on the Dolphins for a second. The Dolphins, man, they started like 1-7. The Jaguars kicked them in the teeth in London.
Yep.
Now the Dolphins have somehow won 7 in a row. Is it talent? Is it luck? Like we saw last week in Book. I mean, I completely call that lucky.
Yeah.
I think that the Dolphins have talent here, but I think this is a one-man show, Blake. I think you stop the slot receiver, Jalen Waddle, and you have a good shot.
I would tend to agree with you there. I mean, you shut down Waddle, you bracket the guy. I just don't think that they're going to be able to produce anything on the rushing side for sure.
No,
we said 30th in rushing offense.
Yeah, we said that in the AFC East prediction show that everyone can go look up on the YouTube engine.
You sit there and you think the way that the Titans defense is playing right now, everybody except for Fulton, but we'll talk about that here in a second too. But everybody seems to be Jackrabbit coming off of the injured reserve steps up and makes a huge interception in the end zone there as the 49ers were driving. That really it swung the momentum of the whole game, I think. So everybody on the defense seems to be playing well for the most part. And if, like I said, if they can shut down Waddle, if they can bracket the guy, put Byard out there on him as the extra guy and just say, dude, take him out of the equation, make them prove that someone else can do something. I don't know if they have anybody else that can do anything.
It's Parker. So it's Waddle, Parker, and their tight end, Gesicki.
Yeah.
They're those 3 weapons. They'll try to throw to their guys out of the backfield, but I think the backfield is the least of the Titans' worries. I think the Miami Dolphins offensive line is the least of their worries. Titans defensive line can get after it.
Yeah,
and
they
the
can get
Dolphins
after
are nothing as far as the line goes. So.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I've got Gesicki on my fantasy team, so I know what kind of production he can put up, and I'm not worried about Gesicki, judging by the lack of production I've got on my fantasy team from him, getting 6 and 7 points every week. Shit.
I just think it's a little too much here for the visitors. I think kudos to them for winning 7 straight. Kudos for them beating in book, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
But short week, short turnaround, back-to-back road games. I think you're coming into Tennessee. I heard it. I heard it loud and clear on my TV this past Thursday.
Yep.
The 12th man sounded real. I'm going Tennessee Titans 24-17 and clinching the AFC South.
I'm going with a similar score. I'm going 21-14. I think they're going to clinch here. I think it's just a little bit too much for them to be able to handle. I think the defense is playing too good. I think that particularly the defensive line is going to get after Tua. And if they can take Waddle out of the equation, if they can do some chipping on Gesicki, knock him off some routes, I think that it's not going to be a good day.
Did you
for the Dolphins.
You want to touch on the rookie out of for
Man,
the Titans?
So during the game, you probably saw it too, because you're a defensive guy. Literally, I saw some of the worst coverage from Fulton that I have. I mean, it's like everybody is. It's a play action fake. I get it. It's designed to make people bite. But dude, you're on the other side of the field. Like it's on the opposite side of the field of him, and he's biting on a play action to the other side of the field, leaving his guy wide open. So they play action. They curl it all the way back around, and his guy's just standing there, getting 15 yards on a little, what ends up being a play action bootleg. Dude,
well, the one that
he looked like a rookie.
The one that they showed multiple times was the in the end zone, like a end goal, and he's somehow playing the zone defense while in the end zone. He even comes up with that. He comes up out of his zone defense and bites up again.
Like play your
and
responsibility. Play your area, man. This is your responsibility. That's the thing. And the thing is in the NFL, guys do not have a problem coming seeing you about that.
No.
And I saw Byard. Byard was all over him.
You gotta
telling
be
him, dude, this
man.
is your spot here. This is your responsibility.
That's just Byard being a leader.
Yeah, love me some Kevin Byard.
So, man,
Hawk.
If things are a little too hot for you there, rookie, Blake has something that may cool you off.
Absolutely.
To get you back in line for the playoffs.
Yeah, so today's beer of the day, our bod. It's brought to us by the Yazoo Brewing Company out of Nashville, Tennessee. This is the Cala IPA. Let's see here. Any kind of, not really anything. What does it say? To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Audrey Hepburn. I don't know. Our Cala IPA bursts with lush hop notes of tangerine, creamy mint, and grapefruit, finishing with a soft body. If you keep drinking it, we'll keep brewing it. I don't know what that means, but here we go.
All right.
Oh, had a little situation there. Oh, boy. I like the smell. Thank you, Yazoo Brewing Company, for keeping us refreshed this wonderful day, this New Year's Eve day. All right, Yazoo. All right.
The first sip.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
So what did that description say, Blake? Planting a garden today signifies hope for tomorrow.
To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. How appropriate.
So there is a team down in Duval County that needs to plant a hell of a lot of gardens because we need hope. We need lots of hope. Just get through these last 2 games. This game has the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to see the New England Patriots.
Yep.
Blake called out they're a 16-point favorite. I said that's not enough. I mean, this game boils down to this statement right here. Bill Belichick versus Trevor Lawrence. The coach owns a tremendous record against rookie quarterbacks. He's probably going to make my team look silly. I mean, if the Jets can, then.
I mean, basically, the line is saying that the Jags have no chance.
And I believe that's to be true.
That's what I see. Is that what you see?
I see this.
It's bouncing between 16 and 16 and a half, depending on which service you look at. But, I mean, is there anything positive for the Jaguars that they can really look at in this game and say, well, at least we got this?
For the game, no. Positive for the future, Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely.
But for this game,
naturally.
No. Not this game. There's watch something else, everybody. I blindly will watch it because that's my team, but it's not watchable TV.
I think if people are watching this, they're watching the Patriots is what they're trying to watch. You know, you got to be a pretty diehard Patriots
I will
fan,
say Mac Jones did not look great last week.
No, he kind of looked like a rookie, didn't he?
I mean, that's what he is.
Yeah, I mean, you knew at some point he was going to come back to earth, and people were going to kind of figure out what his maybe weaknesses or tendencies are. And I think maybe we're starting to see some of that. How do you think the game with the Bills, where he didn't throw the ball the whole game, how do you think did that have any effect on anything? Did it throw his rhythm off? Maybe I don't know.
Man. I want to say no, but I don't know.
It's hard to really say, right? I mean, maybe a larger body of work is needed to be able to see if that's really a thing. But, yeah, this is going to be an ugly game. I don't think that there's enough weapons on the Jacksonville side for anything to get done offensively. Quite frankly.
Well, let's think about it here. James Robinson last week just went out with an Achilles on a non-contact play.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I mean, he's the one that we've been hyping up all year here on the panel.
Yep.
He's gone. We all know about their wide receiver situation. They got no speed. DJ Chark's been gone almost the entire year now.
Yep.
No tight ends.
Yep. Chenault's out with an illness. Miles Jack's out with illness. Josh Allen's out with illness.
Yeah, they got the sniffles down in Florida. But, I mean, even with those guys, it wouldn't have mattered. They're on the defensive side.
Well, I mean, that was my only thing is like, do they have an opportunity maybe? Is defense really their best chance to score at this point? That's not a good place to be in if that's the case.
No, I feel like that. New England can do whatever they want. They like to run the ball anyway, so it's
So do you think this is a game where Belichick's like, we're going to run the ball, we're going to take the air out of this ball, and we're going to get out of here?
And a little play
try to get nobody hurt.
And a little play action.
Yeah,
you got to keep Mac Jones involved.
Dink it over their head, kind of thing.
I think this is going to be a situation where you're going to see Trevor Lawrence throw 40 times, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
For a pointless game.
And it's like, who is he throwing to even? I don't know.
He's throwing to Marvin Jones. He's throwing to, let's see, Laviska, you said, is out.
Yeah.
So he's throwing to... just look at their box score. They've got... It's Treadwell. Laquan Treadwell is their best receiver right now, and he was picked up off the couch just a few weeks ago. A former first-round pick by the Minnesota Vikings is all of a sudden stepped up as the Jags' #1 receiver, whatever that means in this year.
Yeah,
this
man.
debacle of a year.
This is just not... Like you said, it's just not the year.
It was never gonna be the year, but look,
did you imagine it was going to be like this?
No, this was so bad that you couldn't even get Trevor Lawrence that ramp up time. That's what I fear about next year. They're gonna have new regime again. I'm imagining there's gonna be quite a bit of turnover with Trevor Lawrence's weapons.
Yeah.
And so maybe next year is the ramp up year. I just think this year put them a year behind schedule.
I would agree.
And instead of year 3 being the year, it's going to be maybe year 4 at this point.
Yeah. I would agree. Again, this is going to be an ugly game.
But he's young. He's 21.
I think this is going to be I'm going 24-3.
Yeah.
I think that 16 is, it looks generous, but dude, I don't know. It's pretty bad down there in Duval.
I'm going 30-10 New England Patriots, and it's never threatened here. I mean, they can try to hype up the thing about Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence, but it's not really comparable yet. I mean, it's
not a good
one team that's a great team. And you got one team that's not a great team. Both individuals are fine, but
I think that Mac Jones is in a much better infrastructure.
Yeah,
there's no infrastructure in Duval right now. So
yeah,
game it is.
Game of the week. Let's talk about a better game, a game that we can all watch. The Kansas City Chiefs make a visit to the Cincinnati Bengals, who I said they'll never put up another 40 burger against Baltimore last week, but guess what? They did.
Yep.
Holy crap. And they just kept going and going. And Burrow's like, look, I don't have any remorse for this. This is what Baltimore would do to us for years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put it on them.
Well, look, they're professionals too. There's no calling off the dogs in the pros. You score, or it's actually more of an insult to not score at that point, because then you're having pity on them.
But Kansas City, after losing to the hometown Titans, they've got their season back. They find themselves at 11-4, and I guess they're in the front runner seat for the number 1 seed, unless they trip up and then give the Titans some hope.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Titans fans are looking at this and they're like, "Come on, Joey football, let's go." But
I think Kansas City will be at more full health this week. They had Tyreek on the slight illness thing. He admitted as so in an interview, saying that he was winded last Sunday. Kelsey was completely out. I don't know if he's back yet for Sunday. I think Kansas City will be a little more ready, if you will, for this game. But
right.
I don't know. Don't discount Burrow and his weapons. He can spread it out to Higgins, all of them. And he's still got Mixon in the backfield. I think that this should be a fun game.
I think it will be. I think you're kind of seeing kind of the now quarterback in Patrick Mahomes going against what could be one of the future quarterbacks that's going to make some noise in Joe Burrow. I mean, you can't deny that Kansas City's offense is way up there, but hey, Cincinnati's is right there with them as far as I'm concerned. And I tend to believe that Cincinnati's defense is going to be quite a bit better than Kansas City's. So I just think that this is going to be, you're right, this is going to be a fun game to watch. What's the over-under on this game? Where is the game preview?
51.
Yeah, there's going to be some points scored in this game. I like this game. I think that
Kansas City's about a 4. They're hovering between a 4 and 6 point favorite.
I'm going to look through this in two-tone blue glasses here. And I think that this is the first step to the Titans reclaiming the number 1 seed. A lot of things have to happen, but it's got to start. Yeah. It has to start here, though.
I definitely see the Bengals covering the spread.
Yeah.
Am I brave enough to just pick them straight up? I want to, but maybe just to be different, I'll pick the Chiefs. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm going Joey football.
If you're asking me to take the points, I'm taking the points all day because Cincinnati can easily win this game.
I'm going Joey football 31-28.
I'm going Kansas City 28-27.
By 1. We're in the same neighborhood there, so I mean this is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Maybe it could come down to Parker's favorite coach going for 2 instead of kicking the extra point to go to overtime and showing his true coaching colors in another Bengal blunder. It has nothing to do with Burrow. It's all to do with coaching.
I don't know, man. We'll just have to
look
see.
out for the coaching blunder.
We'll have to see.
I trust Andy.
Come
Reid.
on, Joey. Come on, Joey. Nashville's rooting for you.
Nothing
buddy.
about the players. I'll take Andy Reid in the close match.
Yeah, whatever.
It's underdog time.
Oh,
We got to identify teams that are not supposed to win that we think can just straight up bite someone in the ass and win this week. Are you brave enough to go the Cardinals over the Cowboys? How about Houston over San Fran?
No, there's not a lot of really good ones. How
about the Raiders over the Colts if you got your Titans blinders on?
Yeah. That one's juicy. I just don't think that it's the day for the Raiders. That is.
Are the Colts the ones that are currently in the news about some more of the minor illness stuff?
Yes.
Could it be Wentz?
Because Wentz is out again. I've heard that they've reached out to Phillip Rivers of all people. I think both Wentz and the backup quarterback are both out.
It's the protocols.
Man, that's a tough one. Let me see if there's any updates on any of that. Sorry, guys. We're doing it live.
Jonathan Taylor, Parker's favorite. Don't hate the player, hate the media. The media talks about it too much. The king will soon be back to take his throne.
The return will be epic. Don't really see landing on the COVID. Carson Wentz on the rookie Sam Ellinger. Make his first start. So they're saying that there's a chance. I don't know what all the protocols are, but it sounds like there's a chance that Carson Wentz could be back in time. But he won't be able to practice. Talking about practice. Oh, good Lord. I just have
but the Raiders are playing for their playoff lives too at 8-7 versus the 9-6 Colts.
I know, but they're in Indy. All that money's going on Indianapolis too.
It says worse. Derek Carr already has matched his career high with 17 turnovers this season. And the Raiders have had a league high 17 giveaways.
Oh, Lord.
It's a dangerous combination, the writer says.
Yep. Against a defense that ranks second in the league with 31 turnovers.
He'll be loud in there, whether it's real noise or pumped in crowd noise like Indy's known to do.
Yeah, seriously. This is T.Y. Hilton's final home game, they said. A lot of emotions. I can't go with that game. All right.
I got you. Here, I'll go ahead and get mine.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You just that what you just mentioned, final home game, I believe it is. Ben Roethlisberger's final home game. It finds itself on Monday Night Football. They're a 3 to 4.5 point underdog. I'll take the Steelers as my upset special. Send Ben to retirement with a victory.
Oh, good Lord. Who am I going to pick? The Jets over the Bucks? Yeah, right.
He's going to pick the Cardinals over the Cowboys.
No, I would not. I do not have a feeling about that.
Ooh,
man, I tell you what I'm about to do. Do I dare?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Do I dare?
I think he's leaning a little Seattle game.
I think this is going to be the nail in the coffin for the Seattle Seahawks. The Detroit Lions coming into Seattle. As
golf will be back.
7-point underdogs.
I mean, they just had the Bears come up there and win with no quarterback. And Jared Goff's better than no quarterback.
They got frustrated star players.
Hey.
Maybe thinking down South Florida there. Maybe, you never know.
Hey, no state income tax. It's warm. You don't have to deal with the Northwest. DK, come back to the South. Anyways,
that's what I'm going with. Detroit Lions straight up winning over the Seattle Seahawks.
And Jared Goff, he knows how to play in Seattle.
Yeah,
I mean, this guy started. Yeah,
it's not that big of a travel
from the Rams
destination for them either. So
he knows. So you've been scouring the lines here for our best bet segment. You've been looking up and down all around. They've got you teasing the Cowboys are less than a touchdown favorite. There are a lot of big point spreads if you feel like taking an underdog this week. Can the Jets keep their momentum against the Bucks? I'm going to go with mine. I don't know the quarterback situation yet or the sniffle situation yet, but I'm looking at a game where the Rams are having to travel all the way to Baltimore. And I believe this line is floating around 6.5. Lamar, is he going to play? I don't know. He may still be injured. Huntley, maybe. I think that this is a have to for the Ravens. I don't know that they quite win, but I think they can cover a 6.5 point spread. Give me Baltimore plus 6.5.
I'm going with an emotionally charged Pittsburgh Steelers team. I think they're going to put up a good fight against the Browns. I think Baker Mayfield, though, is too... Right now, he's playing for his credibility. He's playing for... I mean, look, there's a lot of Baker hate out there right now. But I think that he's ultimately going to get the job done. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Steelers snuck up and won by a field goal or something here, being in Pittsburgh, Ben's last home game. They're going to lay it all out on the line. So this is going to be a closer game than 3.5. I can tell you that.
You know how to stay out of the news this week, Baker? Give it to Chubb.
Yep.
Give it to D'Ernest Johnson.
D'Ernest.
Do some quick slants to your boy Landry. Just stay out of the way, Jeez. Baker. Stay out of the way.
Yeah, I agree.
And Parker, if you've got any picks, everyone stay tuned to DDS Sports Talk Twitter. I'm sure he'll be chirping it up, stirring it up. You want to say anything about Yazoo?
Yeah, let's cut that music. I just didn't realize that. It was so good that I didn't. Anyways, what did you think about it? Let me tell you. Was there grapefruit? Yeah, I got a lot of the grapefruit taste here. What'd you think?
So, just in case Yazoo, because I believe we've had their beers before.
Yeah, we have.
And others. But just remember, everybody, all of you companies out there, I'm not an IPA guy.
He's really not. He's a dark beer guy. This is out of his wheelhouse.
When he was introducing it with IPA, I was like, oh man. So it's just,
and I could see whenever I was pouring it, he was just like, ugh.
And look, it's Yazoo's a great company. It's just that beer is not made for me. So but yeah, I can taste the grapefruit, but I'm not buying that version of Yazoo. But they offer me plenty of other options. But this one's not for me.
So I liked it. I think it was good. I think if you're really an IPA guy, you're going to love this. It's got a lot of those.
It's smooth.
It's very smooth. Yeah. You know, a lot of these IPAs, they get skunky. Like this one, I was afraid because I was tasting. I was like, oh, here it comes. But it never really kind of.
No, it's nothing like that.
They kind of over hop the citrus notes, so to speak. They put too much hoppy flavor in there. It wasn't bad. I think that, like I said, if you're a big IPA guy, you're going to love this. It wasn't bad for me. I would drink this if this was what was being served somewhere.
I mean, I'm drinking. I can drink it.
Would I gravitate towards it? Probably not. I think Yazoo probably makes other stuff that I would gravitate towards. But this was very easy, in my opinion, to drink. It wasn't offensive to me in any way.
No,
drinking it, which some IPAs can get that way. But yeah, I don't mind it. I don't
Nope.
mind it at all. I think you guys would probably enjoy this. But I think it's probably, I don't know, is this kind of with all those citrusy things? I don't know if this is kind of I don't know if beer is a seasonal thing, but I feel like that's more of a spring, summer type thing. But still a good beer. I enjoyed it. IPA guys, y'all are going to love this. Go check out Cala IPA.
I've always enjoyed Yazoo, so thank you.
Go get all of Yazoo's stuff. Yazoo makes really good beer here in Nashville, Tennessee. You can visit their website. I'm sure that they have a website. It's probably yazoobrewingco.com or something like that. But anyways, go check them out. Most grocery stores have them. But anyways, that was our bod. Any...
Two things.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got something.
Two things. I told you guys when we all picked the Jags, it spells doom, and they lost again. And I apologize to Middle Tennessee. I'm 5-10 at picking the Titans, and it seems like every time I pick the Titans, they lose. So did I put the kibosh on the Titans?
Man, I felt pretty good about it whenever I heard you pick against the Titans last week. So
I didn't think twice this week. I think the Titans they're rolling, and the Dolphins are lucky the defensive line gets after the fish.
Yeah, I totally agree. But hey, guys, thanks for joining us today on this, our NFL reaction and picks show today. Be sure to check us out at DDS Sports Talk on Twitter. Let's get the conversation started there. Are the Titans going to be able to pull it out? Can they shut down Waddle? What do you think? Big Ben, it's his last game. What do y'all think about that? What's your favorite Ben Roethlisberger memory? Newberry, final thoughts.
My favorite memory, the 2017 Jacksonville Jaguars, picking him off 4 times, and he's in the locker room saying, maybe I don't have it anymore. Bye, Ben.
Yeah, well, being a Titans fan, I don't like. Ben's been great for a long time. He's it's kind of hard to watch him this season because you can see that he's in decline. But best of luck to him this weekend.
Yeah, get a win. We both got you this week, Ben.
Yeah, man, we both got you this week. But yeah, we're not Steeler Nation, that's for sure. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining us again. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel down below, hit the notification bell for notifications of new videos. Two-Tone Blue all the way. You guys be well.